Trey, next one.
Forget the 50 wins in a season streak. After last night's loss to the Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs are just 2 games up on the 9th seed in the Western Conference with just 17 games remaining. San Antonio has missed the postseason just 4 times since joining the NBA in 1976, but people are getting worried. True or false? The Spurs will miss the playoffs.
No, not the Spurs.
The Spurs!
False. False. They've still got 10 home games left. A couple of those
Against really, really good teams.
Orlando,
Okay, yeah.
Minnesota, and Sacramento. That's 3 of them right there. So that's 3 wins. You're also banking on other teams like the Nuggets and the Clippers and the Jazz fighting over that
I get
last
that.
spot. And they've got to play each other as well. And the Wolves are also struggling. This is Greg Popovich. This is where coaching becomes a big part of it because they've had injuries as well. Pop knows just how to steer that ship home. They're probably going to finish 7th, maybe even 8th, but they're going to make
To me, that's as good as missing the playoffs. I mean, you got to be top 6 to have any chance here. You're going to play the Warriors or the Rockets in the first round. They're going to get bounced. So if they want to go deep in the playoffs, even if Kawhi comes back, they got to get to 6th or above.
And they could. In the first round of the playoffs anyway.
No one wants to, but they wouldn't beat them.
Yeah. What if Kawhi comes back?
People are hanging on like this, like he's going to come back like superstar Kawhi. He came back already.
Yeah.
And didn't play a ton of minutes, wasn't obviously playing in back-to-back situations, and struggled a bit, which is obvious because he was out a long time. He looks rusty. I wouldn't be convinced, even if you plug him in right now, that they're a lock to make it. We said this earlier in the week when we were saying, can the Spurs win 50 games? I said, forget 50 games. I mean, making the playoffs will be a bit of a battle here. And they got the toughest schedule remaining. The toughest schedule remaining.
They do, but it is a home-heavy sched, and they do really well at home. They're one of the better NBA teams at home. Home for 10, on the road for 7. It's just so far-fetched to see that these guys wouldn't make the postseason. Last time they didn't make the postseason, Stephen Kirby's ankles were extremely healthy.
Right.
And they are playing with not a Kawhi Leonard, but LaMarcus Aldridge, who looks like a number one guy right now. I mean, he rocked the Warriors yesterday. He had a really, really good game. I think they fight to get there.
Their defense has slipped drastically. I mean, they were at the start of the season that was winning them a lot of games. Their defense slipped since February 1st. And then they haven't been able to score consistently offensively all season long. And you keep seeing it late in games. The Spurs are the Spurs, so they're always in the game. But over their last 6 losses, and last night was a perfect example, they give up leads.
Yeah.
They don't, Aldridge is their go-to guy. I get that. You throw a double at him, and you're making someone else try.
But wouldn't you be more worried about a team like the Timberwolves, who've never been in this position since Butler's gone down? They started off okay, but they've lost a couple since then, and they look to me more like they're slipping and sliding. Whereas the Spurs, like I say, Popovich knows how to just squeak out a couple of wins. I mean, Bryn Forbes hits that shot last night. They're going to overtime. And they're still in that game.
So you're banking on that the Spurs, they built a big enough sort of, a little bit of a lead here, a cushion earlier in the season, that one of those other 2 teams will falter.
For sure. I mean, the
Wolves,
Nuggets,
the Clippers, whoever.
The Nuggets have had some bad losses recently. The Wolves, as I said, are slipping. The Thunder are sort of hovering around, but I think they'll be okay. So, again, the Clippers, it's like 4 of those teams almost have to outplay the Spurs from here. And Spurs' experience is just going to get them over the line.
Look at those guys who they have out there. It's a heck of an accomplishment that they're in this spot right now. If they didn't have their best player for a lot of the season, Aldridge has been banged up, and then after that, it's a heck of a fall-off, and they have just been incredible to get to this point.
And Kawhi's coming back soon, but he's not even playing 5-on-5 yet. He's playing 3-on-3. He's worked his way up to that.
Yeah,
so what does soon mean? I mean, they better hope it's very soon.
I don't know what soon means.
Final one
Soon or
here,
very
Trey.
soon.
Yeah.